In the day of the Cold War, two superpowers, the United States of America and the Soviet Union, fought for supremacy. Most of the battle was not bloody, but a violent war came very close at one point.
What do you see, Ken?
Looks like a rocket base, John.
On Sunday morning, one of our U-2s took these pictures. The Soviets are putting medium-range ballistic missiles into Cuba.
Jesus Christ in heaven.
Our analysis at NPIC indicates the Soviet Union has followed its conventional weapons buildup in Cuba with the introduction of surface-to-surface medium-range ballistic missiles, or MRBMs. Our official estimate at this time is that the missile system was the SS-4 Sandal. We do not believe these missiles are as yet operational.
They could kill 80 million Americans and destroy a significant number of our bomber bases, degrading our retaliatory options. The Joint Chiefs' consensus is that this is a massively destabilizing move, upsetting the nuclear balance.
It's clear we cannot permit Soviet nuclear missiles in Cuba. We must get those missiles out.
The Soviets understand one language only: action. It respects only one word: force.
I recommend, sir, airstrikes followed by invasion, perhaps preceded by an ultimatum to dismantle the missiles if military necessity permits. And 3, invasion. Those plans call for the use of nuclear weapons.
Hopefully cooler heads will prevail before we reach the next step.
The Presidents John F. Kennedy and a special assistant, Kenny O'Donnell, were faced with the decision of their lives.
Talk alone won't accomplish anything.
Then let's bomb them like crazy.
A sneak attack is just wrong.
Smells like the Bay of Pigs all over again.
Sometimes there is only one right choice, and you thank God when it is so clear.
You're talking about a sneak attack. How would that make you look? Big country blasting a little one into the Stone Age will be a real favorite around the world.
6 months ago, we gamed out a scenario. It's slow. It doesn't get rid of the missiles. There are a lot of drawbacks. The scenario called for a blockade of Cuba.
The situation is worse than we thought. We count 40 missiles now. Longer range IRBMs. They can hit every city in the continental U.S.
Unmistakable evidence has now been established. The fact that a series of missile sites is in preparation on that imprisoned island. The purpose of these bases can be none other than to prove a nuclear strike capability against the Western Hemisphere. Therefore, the defense of our own security and under the authority of the Constitution, I've directed that the following initial steps be taken. First, to halt this offensive buildup, a strict quarantine on all military equipment under shipment to Cuba is being initiated. All ships of any kind for Cuba, if found to contain cargoes of offensive weapons, will be turned back. Second, I have directed the continued and increased close surveillance of Cuba and its military buildup. Should these offensive military preparations continue, further action will be justified. And third, it shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union against the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union. Do you, Ambassador Zorin, deny that the USSR has placed and is placing medium and intermediate range missiles in sites in Cuba? Yes or no?
I do not wish to answer a question as to put me in the fashion in which a prosecutor puts questions.
And I'm prepared to present the evidence in this room proving that the Soviet Union has lied to the world.
But how would the United States solve the problem?
My brother, my friends, my countrymen, and I cannot and will not permit those missiles to become operational.
The federal two nations will go to war, and I feel a war worried.